Today, we're going one-on-one with Dr. Renee Fowler Hornbuckle as she gives an in-depth, step-by-step, retrospective look on recalibrating your life from the inside out. Come along on this journey as Dr. Renee speaks.
Today on Dr. Renee Speaks, we're going to talk about the power of preparation. You know, preparation is something that many of us take a little bit too lightly. And preparation is a state of being ready at all times for whatever may come. The truth of the matter is that many times, many of us have lost out on opportunities that have come our way simply because we were not prepared, we were not ready to move into that position or that place where that door of opportunity came our way. Most people do not like preparation, I found, because it takes time and it takes energy. But think about it this way. All of our lives we prepare, okay? We go through school, we go through training, we go through development, so that at the appointed time that we are ready and prepared to walk through that door. And so usually what do we say? Oh, we don't like that. I can't wait until I'm done. But there's a reason why you're going through what you're going through. It may take years. It's something that none of us can avoid, but at the end of the day, your ability to properly be ready and in a state of readiness can really be the one thing that you can use as leverage when opportunity comes knocking. But due to lack of preparation, a whole lot of people miss out on a whole lot of things. I've done it, in fact, in my life where I wasn't ready to move into what I thought I was ready when opportunity came because I was not prepared. Maybe there's something that you want to do. I recently dealt with this with one of my mentees. You know, she was ready, somebody called, but she'd been talking about writing her bio. She didn't have it together. She'd been talking about writing the book. It was still in the manuscript form. She'd been working on it for a very, very long time, and there really is no reason why she should not have been prepared, but she wasn't prepared, and therefore she missed out on an opportunity. It's not to say that it won't come around again, but think about it. What are the things that you should have been working on, being developed in, so that you could really be ready to step through that door when that door was open? You know, it's kind of like making a cake. You know, I'm a Southern girl. I enjoy cooking, and but I was the baker in the family coming up. So if you bake a cake from scratch, I'm not talking about a box cake, but even with a box cake, if you don't have all the right ingredients, even that's not going to come out right. But if you were baking a cake and you really had this taste in your mouth that you wanted this really great pound cake, and you started baking the cake and realized you didn't have all the ingredients, what's the probability of you having the taste of that cake that you want? It's not possible unless you stop what you're doing, run to the store, get what you need, then come on back and get it finished. And depending on where you are, you may have to start over from scratch, okay? Because maybe you mixed up some ingredients and now things won't come together right because it's set too long. Well, that's the same way that life is. Sometimes, you know, we just sit on our gifts, we sit on our callings, and we know what we want to do, but we just don't prepare. Or maybe life has dished us out some things and we feel like we've really been on a hard place and it's been difficult. And so what we do is we stop, we allow the enemy to paralyze us, stop us in our tracks. And as a result of that, we never complete the thing that we should be preparing for. So then when opportunity comes, we whine and complain. Oh, you know, they looked over me. No, you weren't prepared. Okay, let's just be realistic and use some common sense here. A lot of times we just are not prepared for what's next. You know, and when you look at that word, I want you to look at it from this perspective, because really prepare simply means to work out the details in advance so that when the door of opportunity comes to you, when it's open, you'll be ready, you'll be equipped, and you'll know that you can handle what is sent your way. And so when the door comes, you'll be able to walk right through it, okay? And when you prepare, A lot of times people say, well, I don't know if I'm going to win or have the victory or have great success. Well, preparation really prepares you for great success. Okay. So let me say that again. Prepare simply means to work out the details in advance. Okay, so what are you willing to do right now where you are? Okay, you say you want to start the business. Okay, but what are you doing? Are you doing your due diligence? Are you looking into what's required to start the business? Have you connected with someone that is in the business you want to do and served as an apprentice, for free? All right, just shadowing them, serving alongside them to learn how to play the game. A lot of times we talk about, we want a husband or we want a wife, but have you prepared and are you husband and wife material? Okay, if you still got issues, you're still insecure, you're extremely jealous, I can already tell you're going to set yourself up for failure in relationships. If you have not been healed and delivered from the last relationship, there can be some triggers that this person who's a really good person, they may say something and do something and it reminds you of the past. You got to get healed. So you're not really ready for the next relationship. I tell people all the time, when you separate from your spouse and you start going through the divorce proceedings, you're not single yet. So why are you dating? You need to finish that process. You need to prepare yourself for singleness. You need to prepare yourself for wholeness. You need to get ready, okay? Because this relationship didn't turn out right if you're not prepared for the next one. What makes you think the next one's going to turn out right, okay? On your job, if you want a promotion, are you preparing for a promotion? Or are you just sitting back talking about, I've been on this job forever and they've just been overlooking me? No, they're looking at the qualities that you bring to the table. They're looking at the skill set and abilities that you bring to the table. They're looking to see if you showed up on time or if you left early. You know what I'm saying? They really are looking at that. So a lot of times we whine and complain about things that we have control over. So we can better prepare ourselves in all things. Just like when I decided, after being married, which is the proper order, then you have children. I had to prepare myself to get ready to have children because it meant that everything in my life was going to change. We don't think that, but it does change. I still could be highly successful, still be a great wife, still be highly successful in corporate, but I had to make some adjustments. So every aspect of our life requires that we properly prepare. We should just not jump into things thinking that we're going to be prepared, okay? That's how we miss out on opportunities. So if you're going to properly prepare, you've got to work out the details in advance so that you're ready when the door of opportunity opens for you. So preparation includes getting the proper training that you need, all right? It might include making a list of all the things that are necessary in order for you to accomplish what you want to accomplish, kind of like the cake. If I decided right now, I wanted to bake a cake from scratch, I don't think at this moment that I have all the things in my pantry that I need. So I would need to go in and check. And if I didn't have it, I'd need to make a list. And then I would need to physically go to the store and I would need to purchase the items, then come back home, then put it all together, okay? With anything in life, you got to go through that process, all right? Be willing to do your due diligence, research and study your particular desire. And then, pull it all together, all the resources and assets necessary to get to your desired results. So Henry Ford said this: if you fail to prepare, you are prepared to fail. Henry Ford, you know who that is? The Ford automobile company. He said, if you fail to prepare, you are prepared to fail. So that's some insight from somebody that was highly successful. So I think you should take note and do what? You should prepare. Because if you prepare, you're guaranteed the success. But if you don't prepare, you're guaranteed to fail. How many more fails in your life do you have to have? It's time for us to get the wins. So let's go after the win this time by doing what's required in our season of preparation. I'm Dr. Renee and I'm speaking to you. So prepare now for the opportunity that is coming your way.
To partner and or support Dr. Renee, visit ReneeHornbuckle.com.